We're here with Marcus Smith. I'm so excited to introduce you guys to him. And right now, this is just for the replay crew. So replay crew, this part is for you. More people will come in here soon, and we'll probably have to repeat some of the things that we're saying.
I'm down.
All right.
I'm down for all.
So if there were people in here, I would say, raise your hand if you remember me going over to his musical, the MUT Musical, the other day. You guys were joining me, and we took a little train ride over there, and I didn't get back to you on how I felt about it, but hey, Poncho's in here. Hi, Poncho.
Hi, Poncho.
I didn't tell you how I felt about the musical, but I wanted to wait until I could tell you personally.
Boom.
Yeah. Before I, hey, Mandy. Before I start, some of you guys remember I'm in a musical, an original musical, and it's been my dream since childhood to originate a role. And this is the gentleman who you would call yourself the writer, you didn't compose, did you?
Oh, yeah.
You're
so
a composer?
I'm the book writer, the lyricist, and then my dear friend Robin Schaefer is the composer. Yeah, so the two of us created it. Mm-hmm.
And that's the one where you guys might be so interested to know that before I ever even met you guys or fell into this protesting world or the anti-Scientology movement whatsoever, I'm in this musical and I realize, oh, I'm playing a guru, which is kind of like a cult leader, who gets their powers from aliens.
Don't give it away yet. Can't give it away. It's a very funny show. It's called Big Dawn. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
So that's going to be, we're going to work on that one next. But before, while that one is in progress, this one he's done is in a further level of development, and I got to see it live, and I'm like mind blown.
Oh.
So do you want to tell anything about, I don't know what I'm allowed to say as far as like the story or whatever, like.
I can just give you a rundown. Hi, everybody. Marcus Smith here. So we have a new show coming out. It's called MUT, a new musical. It's a dark comedy. Basically, it's about a...
Should I hold that up?
Yeah, if you want to hold this up, we can grab it. We'll grab some things.
Yeah, you got longer arms than me.
Yes.
Mine are
grab
little teeny tiny.
And so it is this... Here we go. Boom.
Boom. Here, you can see your face a little bit.
A little bit in there. So it's called MUT, a new musical comedy. It's about a shelter dog and his chew toy. They go on a bizarre adventure to find a forever home in Hollywood. It's quite funny.
Hollywood, where's that?
Hollywood, I don't even know. But it's basically kind of like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure meets Ren and Stimpy. It's very funny. It's has a lot of adult content, adult language.
That's funny. I was going to ask you as one of my questions, like, what would you try to like if I tried to sit and be like, it's kind of like this musical and that musical makes it, but I really couldn't because it's so unique.
I would say it's like a Book of Mormon meets Avenue Q, if you can think of it like that, with animals in there. I don't know if there's any.
I was thinking if cats were dogs.
Yes, Oliver and Company.
Oliver, very Oliver.
Like yeah.
And also, I was thinking kind of like Annie because of the bad guy.
Yeah.
Very similar, but not close enough to make it a direct parallel because this is a really unique show.
It's wholly original. We're very excited about that,
and hilarious too. So I was laughing a lot through. I sat in like the second row, so I was up really close to the front. And the music, these days, one thing I took mental note of is like these days with these newer musicals, I don't really go home humming the tunes, but I have been humming the tunes.
Yes.
I can't do it for you now because he probably wants you to buy a ticket.
I would love that. Well, we would all love that.
And I just noticed something just now. It's going to be at the Barnsdall Theater. That's where I did
Forum.
I did Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum at that theater. And he came to see me there.
I did. I came to support because he's amazing and wonderful.
I can't believe it. It's a great theater. Really beautiful and intimate setting. So, that's exciting to know.
I'm excited. So it's going to be June 9th through the 24th. You can go to www.themutmusical.com and get tickets and things. We're really trying to just bring the community together, especially around shelter dogs. We'll be working with a couple rescues to have some fun musical pet adoptions. So we'd love to see if you guys could come. So please go on there, share things with your friends. We really want to pack the house.
Can I say, I'm going to whisper to you first.
Yeah.
Can I say,
yeah. can talk about that. Yeah.
The setting is kind of like a pound, so it does story circles around little dogs that need homes.
Yes.
So and finding them their forever home. So
and there's a crazy twist to it and all those things. And there's this is the first time we're putting it on our feet in front. Well, we did a workshop, which is basically put it on the feet for the first time, get a bunch of feedback, and then we fix it and make it better. But this one's going to be at a more heightened level with a lot more dancing, some costumes, sets, all that good stuff. So please come support.
Yeah, while we're talking and while we're continuing to talk, if you guys have any questions, feel free to put it in the chat, and I'll ask Marcus. So, how long did it take for you to from giving mental birth to this idea to seeing it where I saw it in this on like the stage production with dancing and everything?
Well, it's been a bit of a process, I would say. So me and Robin Schaefer, he's the composer, we started writing it in 2020, right before the pandemic. And so we were kind of, the story is we were just at home. And so then he lives in Germany. So I was in Germany with him for a little bit. And then we were having some wine and we were just like, we should write something funny. What should we do? Because we always write songs and stuff together. And then he was like, I don't know. And I said, what do we write something about dogs? And I was like, cool. And so we came up with this song about a dog making love to his chew toy. And we just thought it was the most hilarious thing ever. And then it kind of just started rolling from there. During COVID, we had really nothing to do. So we just, talked back and forth through like Google Meets or Google Hangouts. And we just started writing. That took about, let's say, 4 months to get like to the completion of it. Then we decided to do a nice little reading just with our friends over the internet, or what is it, Zoom? I guess Zoom got big then. I don't know. Back in the before times, I guess. And so then people really enjoyed it and responded to it. We made some more changes. We had a couple public readings here. One was at the Broadwater Theater. And then we did another one at the Montalban Theater, which just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And then I'm giving you the whole process. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, tell us. You're getting a lot of compliments on being handsome in here.
Oh, gosh. You're going to get out of here. You're being crazy. And so then basically from there, we entered into the National Alliance of Musical Theater contest in New York. And we got selected for that, which is cool. So we got to go to New York and we performed the show at New World Stages for a bunch of people for 2 weeks. After that, took a little bit of a break there. But then Arizona State University, they licensed it from us and we did a nice weekend of performances for them. And we just didn't want to stop the momentum. So now we did a workshop of it. So before, what you were seeing was actors reading at music stands and stuff and sounding beautifully, acting, all that stuff like that. But then we were like, okay, we need to add some choreography to it. And so we had some awesome people join us on it. So like Chuck Maldonado's, he's a really awesome choreographer. He's done all the Stomp the Yards. He did, he was on the Fergie videos and Missy Elliott videos, Dreamgirls he was in. And so he just lent his talent and, made it awesome. Also Jai Robinson and Emily Figueroa. They're wonderful. Just bringing these characters to life in these strange situations. And so it's kind of just the icing on the cake. And now, like I said, we're going to go to the Barnsdall and we're going to do a nice little run of it and see what the general public thinks. So we're pretty excited about that.
Yes, this is one of the so interesting things that I find about theater is like when I went to see your show and then finding out how little time they had to pull it together.
Yeah, 2.5 weeks basically is what they did.
They had the show. They all seemed really knowledgeable about their parts, and the choreography was all in step. And I was so impressed when I heard that 2.5 weeks, and then you flew somebody in.
Yeah, so we had an injury for one of our actors, and so we had to do a quick replacement. And so I...
not just one of the actors.
Not one of the actors.
The main actor.
Lead, yeah.
The lead actor.
So we had to bring somebody in who had done it before, and he was awesome. He was great. Came ready to go. In a workshop, you're allowed to basically use your scripts and all that stuff like that. So people were using scripts and running around and things. But he was like, he just fit in perfectly with the cast, and everything sounded beautiful. We were very, very proud of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I'm glad she came.
Yeah, I'm so
supported.
glad I came too. I was when I so I'm sitting there in the second row, and you know how sometimes before the show the creator, the writer will go up to the front on the stage and they'll say, "This is what you're about to see." They'll do a little spiel. He sees me and he gives me a big hug and he's like,
Of
"You're next.
course.
Your show is next."
Of course, of course. You guys, when you hear this show and you hear this sing, it's wonderful.
It's
amazing.
so good. I
It's
can't
awesome.
wait for you guys. It's so funny, the show that
Yes.
I'm gonna be a part of. I'm so grateful and honored to be a part of it. But this one that's going on right now. So wait, what dates are they? It's June
9th to the 24th.
9th to the 24th. If you guys are in Hollywood area, highly recommend. This is right off Hollywood Boulevard. You're seeing, you know, live Hollywood theater
Yeah.
in front of your face.
face.
And
Yeah.
under your nose.
And under your nose. And we're part of the Hollywood Fringe Festival, so there's a lot of other shows that are going on at the same time. I think ours is probably the biggest one, but please come see it.
Yeah,
That's all I have to say
definitely.
on that.
If you go and if you come see it, come say hi to this guy Marcus.
I'm happy to. I love hugs, so I will give you a hug. If you have a dog, we would love to hear about your dog and its journey. Again, there will be some events that are going to be happening where you can bring your dog over. I don't know if dogs are allowed in the theater just because they're unpredictable with the peeing and the barking and the things of that nature.
Right.
So, but we're trying to put a lot of events that circle around that. And
So, yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, you can go to the website I put in the description. It again is
www.themutmusical.com. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was me doing a voice. That was ADR.
Yeah. I don't know if I can tap on these things. I took my glasses off. My glasses are always dirty. I'm sorry if you guys
What do you
see
need
that.
to tap on?
I was going to tap into the ADR. Is that the ASMR? Is it ASMR? Is that the thing?
Oh yeah,
that
that's
sounds?
ASMR. Yeah.
Clearly, I don't know what's going
ADR
on.
is where they do a voice dub over.
Okay.
I was just moving my mouth and you were saying the words.
I don't know math. Okay. That's how it goes. Math.
What else? I wanted to ask you about. You wrote some of the roles in your one in particular. I'm talking about the role of the antagonist.
Mm-hmm.
Such range. The singing in the show is challenging. Not unlike the show that I'm part of is super challenging. I'm not surprised. But challenging roles you wrote.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially the antagonist, I'm thinking.
Yeah. So when I write stuff, I like to. Well, I usually sing it first, so a bit of my background. I'm a musical theater person.
Oh yeah, I didn't even tell you guys.
Oh.
I didn't even tell you guys.
Okay.
Well, can I burst in?
burst
I already
in.
did. I already burst.
Burst.
I'm bursting.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm in rehearsal with him for the show that I'm part of, and he just casually lets out that he's played in the Book of Mormon on Broadway, General Butt Fucking Naked. Can I say that?
Yes.
I already said it.
Yes.
And I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm starstruck. Tell them a little bit about your background too. I'm so impressed with that one.
Yeah, so musical theater has been a thing, part of my life for a while. I've been singing since I've been 9. I was in the Phoenix Boys Choir for a while and did some traveling stuff with them. Then I went to New York and I was in the Actor Studio Drama School. And then what's funny is I didn't really book anything that was Broadway related until I left New York. So then I moved back to Arizona. And then I started doing some shows there. And then Book of Mormon came around and I said, I'm going to audition. And then I said, I'm not going to get it. But then all of a sudden things happened and I ended up like, they had a bunch of different rounds of auditions. And I ended up being on the second national tour. So I did that for 3 years. And then after that came to LA. Still did theater. I went to Atlanta and did ragtime for a while. I did a bunch of new works up in, San Francisco, in Idaho, all those things. So yeah, musical theater's been great. And Book of Mormon was actually inspiration for this and just the type of comedy that they do, with shows that I like to write. I like spectacle. I like large shows. I like shows that are pretty absurd, hence a guru type of situation.
There's many times during when I was watching MUT where I'm like, wait, did he just say that?
Yeah.
It definitely pushes the envelope of comedy and appropriateness.
Yes, and that's what I like to do. I like to challenge people in that way, and Robin's the same way, especially when it comes to incorporating different music styles. So we do like pop, we do Broadway, we do Fosse, there's country things, not so much country, but I mean, it's a big range of musical style.
Yeah, it's definitely not boring. The musical genres they keep switching. It's a surprise, a constant surprise. And you know, it was almost like you were reading my mind, because in Act 2, I was thinking, oh, I really wish I missed this the musical theme of this one song. I'm not going to say it or hum it. From Act 1, and that came up next. So you're right there in my mind, and I just want you to see this comment here.
I took my glasses off because they're dirty, so I can't read anything. I'm blind. What's
it says, "Oh my God, his voice with a lot of drooly faces."
Oh man, you guys, please stop.
One of you guys asked where I got my necklace. I made it myself. This is actually from the Gideon meteor. So this was in outer space.
Yes, the talent. I tell you, this one I can't hype her up enough. You guys, when you see her in action soon.
How did we meet? Tell them.
How did we meet? So we were actually finishing up another version of this show at Montalban, and then me and my music director at the time, Anthony Zydeker, we were gonna you know what, we're gonna...
Oh, Chuck, that's a good question. I'm gonna ask him that one next.
Boom, I can't read it, so I don't even
I'll ask
him. Okay, but so then we decided to go to a karaoke bar it was like
in Hollywood.
In Hollywood.
Yeah, really close.
And then we were like, are we gonna sing? No, but then she got on the mic and sang... Did we sing Suddenly Seymour? Is that what you did?
I might have sung Suddenly Seymour. I remember when you told me, you're like, oh, I do musicals sometimes. I'm always looking for people who can sing in different styles, and I was like, oh my God, this is my big chance. And so I told the KJ, I was like, let me sing like 3 more songs in a row,
and she friggin' was amazing, you guys.
I did a Little Mermaid.
Reckless abandon, meaning it was just like, I'm gonna sing, and she sang like just so powerful, beautiful voice, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need your number. And then a little time went by, right? I
said, please don't break my heart or lead me on. Don't take my number if you're not really gonna call me. And he said, I will. It's gonna be a long time from now, but I will.
I went out of town, and then I came back.
It did take a long time, and I was like, like a little. I was like very giddy about it. I was like, he's calling
me. And then we just had some rehearsals at the house, and just, oh my goodness, just you guys.
Can't wait.
Had to hype her up.
So here's the question that I saw.
Cool.
And you might say no, but only do what you're comfortable saying. Will you sing something?
I knew it.
He's so good too.
Early in the morning.
I know. I'm not warmed up either.
And I will not lie. I did go out with friends last night.
What about like a little piece of Little Shop or something?
I don't even know. What would I sing? What is the thing? That he's got your number now. I don't know.
Yeah, that's it. He knows
just what you done. Something like that.
You got
nowhere to hide. Ain't got nowhere to run. It's deep. He knows your life of crime. I think it's supper time. Just something. I wasn't expecting any of that. It's early in the morning, y'all.
Yeah, I did not tell him to prepare whatsoever for that.
In the day, but
great job. Thank you for doing that.
Oh,
I'm gonna clip that.
I'm seeing a lot of yellow things.
Those are emojis of clapping.
Oh, that's great.
They love it. Lots of cheering and clapping.
I wanted to put these on, but I'm like, can you see the gross grime on this? They never get clean.
Yeah. No, I can't. They can't. I'm like,
yeah. They're there. So.
No, but they can't.
Okay. Well,
yeah, put it on.
A little bit.
Enjoy what the people are asking. Any other questions for Marcus? We talked about how we met. We talked about what brought you to. It's like I also wanted to say. How can I say this and like. I also wanted to kind of bring attention to your stick-to-itiveness in making your projects. Like you have gone through such trials that would otherwise make anyone else maybe stop a project. You have been hit with obstacle after obstacle, and you've kept going, and including like the tragic loss I'm talking about. So I don't know if you're comfortable saying
that's fine.
But I just wanted to bring attention to that everything has been thrown at you and you have surpassed and overcome each thing focus on your project, and now look, it's at this level of development. I'm just so proud of you.
Thank you. So with that, what she's talking about, so my incredible mother transitioned to her next adventure in a different dimension or whatever you call it. But she always instilled in me persistence is the thing that we always talked about. And so when I do projects, when I do things, I make sure that she's woven into the fabric of it. And so, you know, she came and saw every show. You know, still she sees the shows and stuff like that, but physically came and saw every show. She would fly and do that stuff like that, and would tell me to keep going and just support me no matter what. And if you guys know how it is when you're trying to do something and you just call your mom, you're like, I need help, I hate this, da 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 da, and then it was just gave me the little push I needed. And even through this, like for our last workshop thing, she's I'm gonna keep talking about it. I get little signs and stuff from her, like for some reason, her picture kept popping up at 11:11 all the time while we were doing this, and I never miss 11:11. So I was just like, So when I was feeling very overwhelmed, which can happen, I'm just being brutally honest when it comes to this thing, especially when you're doing it pretty much by yourself. But then you have people that come in. So my incredible producing partner, Linda Jo, she's been around for years and years and years. I brought her into this project, and she's launched it to higher places than it can ever go. And just like, it seems like either mom, universe, whatever, is bringing people into my life and into this project in whatever way, shape, or form that's elevating it, and it's bringing, you know, giving an exposure to the rest of the people in LA and beyond. And so, like with Mindy here, who's amazing, she's brought me, I'd never done one of these. This is actually my first time doing one of these.
Hopefully it's not your last. We'll do another one when it gets closer to the musical that we're doing together.
Yeah, awesome.
And so, other projects, come on back.
I'm just happy about that. And then, of course, Linda's bringing people in. And then I had the opportunity to work with such incredible actors who are just dedicated, especially in LA. There's not a lot of, I would say, musical theater actors as much as is in New York. So when you find the ones that are here, you stick to them. And they're all incredible. They dance incredible, sing incredible. They're just dedicated to the art. And you always want to find people that have the same drive as you. Even if they're like, well, I'm not going to get paid much, but, you know, I see the potential and I believe in you. And that just, edifies or strengthens my resolve to keep it going and keep that persistence my mom was talking about all the time. So, yeah.
I have a question for you. Poncho says, have you ever met a prima donna, someone who you'd never want to work with again? Do you have a story about that?
I'm going to say...
He's thinking about it, but he knows it, but he can't say it probably.
I feel like it's happened, and so years ago, there have been, you know, a couple actors who just had, a little bit of a preferences on what they would like that might have been different than mine, and so we kind of had to just talk about it.
So diplomatic,
you know, and just at times maybe you said, you know, this isn't a fit, or at times, you know, you talk and you say, okay, I understand each other better. But yes, but I love every actor I've ever worked with. Have there been in times? Yes, there have. I think that's for everybody, but no specifics I can't say.
Austin wants to know if you're single.
Am.
And you guys feel free to put your questions in here because we have to wrap this interview up very soon. You have an appointment soon, right?
I do. So, yeah.
So, but we'll take another question or two before we hang it up. And
I love you. 46 people is amazing.
Oh
my gosh, it's crazy.
And he'll come back. We'll do another one for the next project. But while you guys are asking a question, I hope I don't miss it. So I wanted to remind you guys again that if you're in Hollywood during this time, come and see it. How often do you get to see an original musical that's as funny as the South Park usually is?
Yeah. I love this so much. I feel so, I'm just like my heart is filled and warm. Thank you guys so much for watching and chiming in, I guess.
They say you have a nice smile.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
And hey guys, do you know? No. Sorry, that's not a good question.
Okay.
No offense. It's not that it's not a good question. It's like a mean question.
Oh, okay.
It says some meanies in here too.
Oh,
What's your favorite drink when you go out?
Tequila soda. I'm just simple like that. I I don't like I need to know the tequila's in there. It's very collegey for me. I go, make it a double, and then I have a great time. Yes.
Thanks. My Poncho, my MUT, he deleted it. He's deleting the troll comments.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, I don't want you to be late for your thing. And I was wanting to hope that there was any more question or anything like that, guys, before we go. Is there like a little small part of a duet that we could do together before on our outro? What's a little duet little thing we could do? Little one. That's not even a hard one that we could just do a little bit of it.
What's a song that we know? I don't even. She knows so many more musical theater songs than I do. I can tell you that.
I don't even know.
I don't even know what's a good duet to doo-wop is. I don't even know.
All right. I know Little Shop of Horrors. That's pretty.
I was really thinking that, but then I'll mess the lyrics up. Suddenly see more. That's all I can do.
Okay. Well,
Meaning
you guys
like
can use your
lyrics
imagination then. I guess. La 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 la.
La 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 la.
Show me I can. Yes, you can. All right, that's it. Love you guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Somewhere over the rainbow, suddenly Seymour. Now we're getting lots of.
There they go.
Next time.
Got it. Next time. Absolutely.
Now they're saying thank you, Marcus.
Thank you guys so much.
I'm saying thank you, Marcus, too. And they're giving hearts and hearts back to you guys. So it's the MUT Musical. TheMUTmusical.com. So funny. Come and see it if you can.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Love you.
All right.